it's Flo, and this is my impression of a beat poet. Name your price. A tool, an idea, an inspiration to do more than just say what you want to pay. Oh no, but to see the options that could fit your budget. Steve, enough bongos.
Find car insurance that fits your budget at Progressive.com.
Makes me want to dance. Steve!
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is Not Your Demographic, a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist. I think it's funny.
It is. Just say it all the time, and people always like double take. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, live your life, YOLO.
Yeah. I think it's because everyone immediately assumes that you're being like ironic or sarcastic, but you actually legitimately like to say it.
YOLO. Yeah. You only live once, man.
You're also like the opposite person who would normally say YOLO.
Yeah, that is a fact. So, right up top, we are recording on my porch because my porch is super cute, and we just wanted to try something new. So if the sound quality is awful,
well, you're used to that by now.
Just fucking deal with it. Yeah, I listened to Kate Side Live today, and they, for 2 weeks in a row, they just, dogged me about how our Gino interview was not good. But, it's not because I hate Gino. It's because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. I literally am making this up. Go back and listen to our first one. It sounds like we're in a tin can.
Do not.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up, guys.
Also, remember that we had to trash 2 episodes because the quality was so bad that we wouldn't release them. And you heard what the Gino episode sounded like.
Look, it's just technology is hard. I'm not super technologically efficient, but if you go listen to the first one and then you listen to this one, it
gets better.
For somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and is all self-taught, I've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. How are you? How was your week?
Fine. I'm doing this new thing where I'm trying to be positive at work. So I'm actually in a pretty.
You just made a face like that. I don't understand that concept.
Yeah. I'm actually in a decent mood today. I just decided to be in a good mood. And there are a couple of things that happened, and I was they literally don't matter. Don't get angry about them. They have no bearing on any real world stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm in a better mood. Yeah. So that's good.
That's great.
Sunday night. Well, Saturday. I worked my first wedding alone, and it went pretty well. The couple was so nice. The cake didn't get delivered, so that sucked, and she was upset because she paid for a cake, but she's getting a refund, so that's good. But they were, the sweetest couple, and I'm so happy that they were, the first couple that I had alone. And then Sunday, I only worked part of the day, and then me and Nick, we decided that we were going to do a drinking game to Batman versus Superman.
Yes, I saw that on Twitter.
I feel like I need to see this movie because, I don't work at a comic book shop anymore, but, I'm still, super into comics and, I don't know, I just feel like it's something that I should see. And especially since, I wanted to see all the Wonder Woman stuff, and so I was like, okay, I want to see this. It's available to rent. I do not want to watch this sober. So I was like, hey, Nick, let's do a drinking game. And he was like, okay, I don't care. So there's not really one online. There's kind of one online. So we took half of that, and then we just kind of made up our own rules. But I don't play drinking games. I don't think I've ever played a drinking game.
Oh, really? I played a shameful number of drinking games.
Not to movies or things like that.
Oh, no.
I played,
that's what I mean.
Okay, but I don't think I've ever done that. And so I don't know. And I'm not good at when I do drink, I'm not very good at pacing myself. And I drank a bottle of wine and 2 beers. Yeah. In 2.5 hours.
That's the thing about drinking games, man. You'll get fucked
And we kept making up new rules. Mm-hmm. So then it was just, so when I get drunk, and Nick makes fun of me, because Nick wasn't drunk, I sleep in child's pose in the bathroom. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's just what I do.
Familiar?
So I fell asleep, child's pose in the bathroom, then I stumbled to the den, slept in the chair for a little bit, and then I stumbled to bed. But I only threw up once. And I worked from home, so I could still functionally work. only threw up once, which is like a really good progress for me.
Yeah.
Not drinking right now. Sorry. But it was actually really fun. Like, I would do another, like, date night drinking game. It was actually really fun. Like, it was fun to sit with Nick and go, drink, drink, or like, oh, look, there's the newspaper. I just would drink maybe, like, a Mike's Hard Lemonade instead of a whole bottle of wine.
Yeah. You have to be really careful about what you're drinking when you do that. Or, like, really light beer.
If you are curious as to the drinking game, you can go onto our Tumblr. I posted the rules. A bunch of people were like, how are you alive? Yeah. It's like, I don't know.
One of my favorite drinking games is for it's a movie about a play that's being put on. Michael Caine is the director. Noises Off. Have you ever seen Noises Off?
I've seen the play version of Noises Off.
The movie's very good. It's very good, actually.
I can't even imagine a Noises Off drinking game.
The whole
show is basically a drinking game.
Every time a door opens or closes, you take a drink.
Then you're dead.
That's the whole game. That's it. That's the only rule. If you've never seen Noises Off, that won't make sense. If you have seen Noises Off, you can understand how you would be absolutely fucking dead.
I want to do that.
You get like 30 minutes in, and you're like, I'm trashed!
I had a half a bottle of wine at the 35-minute mark in Batman vs. Superman. Also, one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I'm unsurprised. Okay, I made this thing once. I think that you will think this is cool. This was for Trash Bag X, but it was a sweet gift. So for our 2-year anniversary, I think, I made him a handmade book of all of the shows that we liked and all of the movies we liked and had talked about watching together, and I hand wrote all of the drinking games out and like put them into like a colorful binder, and then like gave that to him before I moved to Chicago as like an anniversary present. It was fucking cool, and I wish that I had saved him for myself because it was really sweet, and it took me a super long time to do it. But like, I love playing movie drinking games.
I'll do them with you.
Absolutely. Disney princess movie ones are the best because they're the right length.
Okay, but I do hate Disney princess movies, so
that's kind of part of the fun. Yeah,
I guess that's true. I knew I was going to hate this movie, so we played a drinking game to it. Exactly. How are you?
I'm all right. I had a mixed week. I had a very Erin Klein experience on Friday.
Oh my god.
So I went to a birthday party that was for Michael's girlfriend, one of the women that he's seeing. Mm-hmm. It was her birthday, so she and her boyfriend threw this party, and all these people were there. And I'd met them like a year before once. They were both pretty cool. I liked both of them. So we go to this party. We get there at like 10 o'clock at night, which is shamefully late for us. We're in bed at 10 o'clock a lot, so it's like weird that we went out so late. So we get to this party at 10 o'clock. Everybody's trashed, and we're like, all right, time to get drunk, I guess. We're just gonna start drinking. So we both have like 3 beers in like an hour. And everybody starts to weed out. People ask how Mike and Liz know each other, and they're like, and Michael and Liz know each other, and we're like, the internet. I guess. I don't know how to tell you this because we don't know who knows what here.
Yeah.
So everyone starts to thin out, and we're all in the kitchen, and one of the girls walks up to us and goes, from the internet, you guys are poly, right? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, everyone who's left is poly. It's cool. You can just, nobody cares anymore. And we were like, all right, great. And so it was fun to like mingle and like meet new people. And it wasn't like weird or awkward.
It wasn't one of those like forced like poly group meets.
I cannot.
Oh yeah, I went, we've talked about this before, but like after my first really bad breakup, I went to like a kink meeting with one of my friends who's really into kink. And I was just like, I don't even know what I'm into because I was like, you people are horrifying. I cannot be here.
It's horrible.
If I have a fetish, I'll figure it out on my own. I cannot be around you guys.
It's horrible. Like
they looked at me like it was fresh meat. It was. Ugh,
it's gross. It's super gross.
Never go. Sorry if you're into kink. I have no problem with it. I just like that was a really horrifying experience.
One of the things
like a 19-year-old.
One of the things about living in Chicago is that the kinds of people who usually go to those kind of meetups are people who are like really into talking about like the theory of polyamory, and I'm like, listen, I just want to meet some people and get laid, baby. Like I'm not into like I don't want to break down and deconstruct my relationship for you.
I love talking about theory in literally almost every other part of my life, but like not my sex life.
Right? Like I am not into that. I don't think so. So we're all like hanging out and having a good time, and then somebody was like, we need to go see your bedroom because there was the only room that was closed off, and Michael was like, I've been in their bedroom before, and I was like, you're a perv, okay, whatever, why? And so we walk in there, and I realized that the reason he said that is because they have this one wall totally full of mirrors, other wall totally full of mirrors.
Nice.
Dresser, and then a giant wall full of porn art, and I was like, this place is amazing. And all it is like this bed and this, so it's like a big sex room basically.
It's like a weird phenomenon the first time that you have sex where there's like a mirror around.
It's amazing.
Like, even if you have like weird body issues, like because if you're in the moment and you're like totally
you feel sexy.
You feel sexy no matter what if you're like really into it. And so when you see yourself in a mirror naked while you're like 100% like in it, it is like kind of the best thing.
Yeah, and you can like see somebody looking at you. Like you can see the person that you're having sex with looking at you and thinking that you're sexy as hell. Like that's super hot too. Yeah. So we're all in this awesome room. There's fucking 7 grown-ass adults in this room. Like everyone's sitting on the bed. People are like
poly adults.
Yeah, grown-ass poly adults all like lounging on the bed together. And I'm standing very close to Liz's boyfriend. And we're all just like, everyone like makes eye contact with each other. And in my mind, I was like, oh my God, we're all about to have an orgy right now. I can just like feel it. It was just like the weirdest moment ever. And then like
everyone... I've just been waiting for someone to go, so we doing it or what?
That was gonna be me. I was that person. And then like all of a sudden, everyone at the same time decided like it is 12:30 at night. Everyone is very drunk. And everyone at the same time stood up and walked out of the bedroom.
That's so funny.
It was so weird. And I like immediately, Michael knew too. He was like, you thought everyone was gonna have an orgy. And I was like, everybody else did too. It wasn't just me. I made eye contact with at least 4 of these people, and I was like, yep, this could happen right now. I was meeting like all of them for the first time except the host. I was like, I can't be that person. So next time I know, like, okay,
we doing this or what?
Right? Somebody needs to start taking their clothes off.
That's really funny.
And then I went to a baby shower the next day.
That's your life.
That's my life. Yeah. So that. There you go.
Oh, what shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Baylor Club shirt because Finn's promo was fucking awesome last night. I really enjoyed that, and I'm super excited for that match. So, you know, that's how I represent.
I'm wearing I'm a Hugger Bailey tank top.
That's like good.
I really like the cut of these tank tops. I did have a moment today. I walked into work, and one of the girls goes, "I'm a hugger," or she said, "You're a hugger," and I was like, listen, it's a wrestler. I really love her. I really held off buying this shirt for a long time because I'm not a hugger. But like, I feel like it probably comes off like it's in a social experiment. I just want to see if people will bother me. And she was like, "Well, I definitely thought it was ironic," and I was like, "Excellent."
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you so much. It's so comfy.
Yeah, it's cute.
Also,
I like it a lot.
WWE definitely fucked with their sizing. Okay, so I bought. Zack Ryder small because I like my shirts fitted. Some of my shirts fitted, and like their smalls are like almost too small for me, but like I like in the arms, like the body fits fine. The arms just are like a little uncomfortable.
The skins
but
are
whatever.
Like, or the smalls are like skin tight on me,
right?
And like on my arms too. So they're well fitted,
right? And so, but like every time I've bought a medium, they've been like giant.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I want to cut up my Naomi shirt. I want a Naomi half shirt, so I'll buy a large. So I got a small Zack Ryder and a large Naomi. There is a difference, but like not that much. And like in the past, I think they like actually are starting to do some kind of truer sizes. I feel like I should have actually just ordered a medium. I feel like next time I buy stuff, I need to like do an experiment. See, like it's so frustrating because their sizing is so inconsistent and crazy.
I know, it's really annoying.
WWE, get your life together.
I know. I told you my friend Sarah ordered the legit boss Sasha, the big red one, the one that I have that like fits me super weird. She sent me a picture for wearing it. Looks cute as fuck on her. I was like, what the fuck?
I bought the Sasha one in this cut, which I'm very excited for. And then I want to buy the New Day one. I want to buy the Becky one. I just want all of them in this cut because this cut is great.
Yeah. I'm getting the Enzo Amore Big Cass one in that cut, and I'm also getting another Sasha Banks one. I'm gonna have.
She's the boss. She's the champ.
I will have more Sasha Banks merch than, and I think I already have more Sasha Banks merch than anybody else. Actually.
No, I just have the 2 shirts and the rings. I'm still Brie. The next shirt I buy is going to be a Nikki shirt. Don't everybody leave me alone.
I'm also getting a Brie Mode koozie. So I like
I already have one. I'm the only one allowed to have Brie Mode things.
You just wait till you see what the other koozie I ordered was. It's pretty great.
Okay, but you're not allowed to bring the Brie Mode koozie into my house.
Well, obviously, I don't want it to get confused with yours.
It defeats the purpose of a koozie.
Yeah, duh, I know that.
All right.
News?
neither of us wrote any news down.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to do in this segment. I guess I could, like, quickly Google Cage Side's website and see if they have any news for us.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Trying to think of literally anything I've read in the last week off the top of my head.
I watched a video where Nikki was talking about her comeback and I cried.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's something that I'm doing now, is like on Nikki Bella watch, because I am weirdly obsessed with the Bellas now.
I can't believe we're almost at a year, and like how much has changed in a year.
Yeah, but like Nikki's also worked really hard. And
no,
also,
I agree.
Like,
I think Nikki is a great testament that if you work super hard, like we will change our minds and we will like be fair about the fact that you get better and are good at what you do. It happens. Lana and Rusev got married. Did you see any of her dresses?
Oh God,
I do have some photos of that.
As a wedding professional, I work in the wedding industry. I've seen a lot of stuff. Lana's wedding cost $75,000 apparently, which is like, they said that was like a lot of money, which it is. But for like a quote celebrity wedding, that's like not national average, just like 32.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean they did have a pretty small wedding, so I understand how it's more expensive in that way.
But her dresses look cheap. They look like giant lace decals. Why are we shitting on Lana so much? I'm just like over it. I don't want to talk about her anymore. I'm glad that they got married. I'm glad that those two are happy. Whatever. I can't wait to see it on what did Gino call it today? Tote Steves.
Tote Steves.
Can't wait to see it on Tote Steves. Daniel Bryan said that there will be a SmackDown Women's title.
Yes.
So maybe that's happening right now. We're going to watch it later.
Yep.
Talking Smack debuts tonight, which is their new show. So whatever. That's all that's on the first page of... Oh, let me just click on the rumor roundup, because we're basically just reading Cage Side's website out loud.
Yep.
Right
That's how that works.
Yeah.
I have screenshots of old news that we never talked about, but whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Paul Heyman signed a new contract.
Oh, finally? That's good. Yeah, look at this. It's okay to make fun of that. That's not a good dress.
For like a beach wedding? I don't know. No. That looks like something that a burlesque dancer would just be like, let's put more on it. We'll put more fringe and more lace and more everything. That one's okay.
Yeah. I don't know how many she wear, but of the two...
They look happy. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I think they're a cute couple. I bet I would dislike her less if she did not always talk in her terrible fake Russian accent. I think that's
I'm so curious to see if she's using it on Toad Steve's.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. I'm interested. Oh, John Cena hosted the Teen Choice Awards, and we got this wonderful photo from it.
I know, you are obsessed with that photo.
Some of those were really good.
And Nikki and Brie won the surfboard, which, like, should they have beaten out Serena Williams for Best Female Athlete? No. But it's the Teen Choice Award.
Right, exactly.
Teenagers vote.
Yes.
Teenagers also voted for Hillary Clinton in their, like, live poll, because you know what? The world would be a better place when a bunch of old people die. Just saying it.
True. That's true.
Just fucking saying it. The kids are woke. Old people need to die.
But you can't touch. You keep dreaming on the stars above. Something in your eyes lets me see.
So, just mixing it up. I just kind of want to talk about Raw. We'll open with Raw, and then we'll talk about some other shit, and then me and you will go power watch SmackDown, and then we'll end this fucking podcast.
All right, great. Sounds good.
So, thoughts on Raw?
Raw was great. Raw has been great 2 weeks in a row. I'm really enjoying it. I think that they're doing a very good job.
What did you think about the opening segment?
I really liked it. I read that article on Cage Sites about how it was that there are problems with it, which I agreed with. There's a lot that I agreed to that. And I did not like it when Jericho came out and just said quiet over and over. That made me really uncomfortable. It
made me uncomfortable, but it made me more uncomfortable because I wish that Sasha would have, like, fired back more.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, had he just been, like, his Jericho-y dick self.
Yeah.
And then Sasha was like, excuse me, no thank you. Like, she kind of was, but kind of not really.
Yeah.
I disagree with the article about the, like, savior stuff. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there is an element to that. I just, like, I'm like 50-50 on it. I think it's really important that the women and the men are in storylines that are like that they're acknowledging that they're on the same roster, and it's not always like, you know, I liked how Jericho was putting over Charlotte a bunch.
Yeah,
like,
I thought that worked
the
really well.
Charlotte Jericho stuff I thought worked well. Charlotte looked like fucking Cersei Lannister last night. She looked dope.
Yeah, she did.
I just like I know that Enzo, like, that's his character, but like I was uncomfortable. I get it.
Yeah.
Everyone thought it was funny, and like Sasha wasn't like appalled by it. She thought it was funny. I think that she probably actually thought it was funny. Like, she didn't seem like she was being forced into an uncomfortable storyline. She
worked with the New Day before. Like, she clearly has a sense of humor and like can do that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I want to make a deposit, really? Like, that's straight up just saying you want to, like...
He didn't say, I want to make a deposit into your bank. He said he wanted her to make a deposit into him. That was the only reason that I was like, wait,
Is that what he actually said?
Yes. And I was like, you clearly said this way on purpose because you knew people were going to say this. And I listened very closely to it.
Very carefully.
Because I was like, I swear to God, if you make a deposit in her.
It did also feel like an improv sketch that went on a little too long.
A little bit, yeah.
I did think one part that was super interesting, and it wasn't like a man telling a woman what to do. It was a veteran telling a younger performer what to do. When Enzo and Sasha were about to start their like, how you doing thing, Charlotte tried to interrupt them before they got into it, and the camera didn't cut away enough, and Jericho just grabbed her arm to like tell her to stop. Not in like a shh, be quiet, but he was like, you don't give them this moment. Like, I'm teaching you right now to not just to wait. Like, I know what you're gonna say. You want to say your next line, but just wait. Something's about to happen. And because Jericho's such a good talker, and Jericho has been around for so long, I thought that was like kind of a sweet moment of him being like, no. But, like, not in a super obvious way. I just thought it was just, like... I thought it was really, like, kind of a cool, like, backstagey moment type thing.
I didn't see that. That's awesome.
Also, I know, like, a year ago I shit on Jericho's podcast because I tried to listen to it, but I've been, like, binge listening to some episodes.
I listen to all the stuff where he interviews wrestlers.
That's what I'm
don't listen to anything else anymore.
Yeah. I think my problem is I tried to go back to the beginning and listen to the beginning and, like, never go back to the beginning of a podcast.
Some stuff.
Some, like,
informational
comedy ones are fine usually. Like, I like the beginning of, like, Baby Genius is funny. Or, like, the beginning of Throwing Shade, but, like, interviewee type podcasts. Like,
anything that's, like, an episodic informational episode, like Stuff You Should Know and Stuff Mom Never Told You, and my new favorite podcast, My Favorite Murder. That shit is amazing.
Never. I don't like that shit.
Heels and Heels recommended it, and I was like, I'm looking for a good murder podcast.
Ugh, I hate that shit. But anyways, the Nakamura Jericho interview was
really
adorable.
good. It was really good.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, okay, so the opening segment was like flawed. It wasn't perfect, but like the amount of time that the women got was incredible.
It's the most they've ever had.
I liked Jericho a lot in it. Like, I don't know, sometimes Enzo, like, I get why Enzo's so over. I do really like Enzo, but even sometimes in the stuff with him in Big Cass, like, sometimes it's like pushes uncomfortable territory for me.
Yeah.
Which, like, I get it, that's his thing, whatever. I just, like, I feel like Sasha could have come out a little bit stronger. But they're like, it's hard because, like, she was kind of a heel, and then she was a tweener, and now she's kind of, like, being pushed into, like, full babyface.
Oh, she is full babyface now.
But, like, she's not as comfortable or as good at being a full, like, a babyface because she's been a heel for so long and been a heel in this character for so long. So, like, I think she's still trying to figure, and they're still trying to figure it out, which is part of the reason that they had Enzo come out.
I also wonder, too,
I cannot wait till we see her side plates.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, they're going to be sick.
They better fucking be the best.
Oh, they're going to be super cool. What was I just going to say? I don't remember.
I'm pretty pissed that she took the pin, though. I get it that it was due to shenanigans.
Yeah.
First match.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed about that. It could have been Jericho on Enzo.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been Charlotte on Sasha first match.
You know, though, I will make the argument that while I sort of agree, I think that it made the fight of Charlotte and Sasha central to that story. I think that if it had been Jericho pinning Enzo, it would have been about the men.
And
it would have no longer been about them.
And Sasha got distracted because she's from Dana and Jericho, and like I get it. I don't know. It's just like
it took three people to beat her.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I like agree.
It's like a weird segment because I'm like really excited about it, but then like I also am thinking critically about it at the same time.
But that's
like
good.
That is
like,
good.
I think that that's really good, and I think that this is a great step. Like everything can't be perfect all at once, and like this is measurable step towards better stuff for the women, and that's great, and I'm super into that.
That is true. What happened after that? It was just last night.
I know. Kevin Owens was on commentary.
Oh, yeah. It was weird that, like, 2 people were burying Sasha at the same time, but, like, I get why he was doing it, because he was like, excuse me, me and Finn stole the show. I stole the show. I'm the steal.
But I think that, like...
And it's set up for the Kevin Owens and Jericho thing.
Right. And also, I thought that line about everyone remembers me and Finn is funny because, like... everyone knows that that's not true.
Right.
I feel like
that's true.
It was like an obvious pass on like, hey, remember this match? I know that you don't. So,
yeah.
I did like that.
That's true.
And I think that Kevin Owens, it was really nice. I like that it's sort of old school that they brought out a wrestler who wasn't wrestling.
I love that he stole Byron's tie.
Me too. That was so
great.
Looks
better on me.
I loved it. I thought that was great.
It was pretty funny.
Okay, so what came after that?
I don't know.
I have been taking shit notes.
I haven't been taking any notes.
I haven't been taking any notes either.
As you can tell.
It's terrible.
I can think of things that happened. I just don't know what order they happened in.
Let's see.
We had another Braun Strowman yelly part.
Yep.
And like a guy
Squash
who's like,
match.
I'm going to make some money, maybe.
I love that. I love that that's the reason
Yeah.
that, like, that gives them a legitimate reason to be there. Because everyone bitched the first week, like, why would this guy do this? Because you get $1,000. And if you win, you get $5,000.
He's like, I'm just trying to make some money. That's all.
I like the squash matches. I think that they're being used effectively.
I'm starting to come around on them. Nia had another squash match. Whoever that they got, what was her name? Her name was like...
Ariel.
Yeah, I liked her.
I did too. She had a great look. I really enjoyed...
She had a super great look.
Yeah. And she, like, moved pretty well. She was obviously real green, but, like, whatever. Who cares?
Right. And, I mean, Nia's pretty green still, too. She's just, like, a force.
Yeah.
I did like her little interview. Where she was like, why don't you ask her how she feels?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do think that they should pull off... I liked her introduction with the eyes on... NXT. I don't think it works as well live. I think they should stop doing it.
Yeah, it's strange.
I think they should transition into something else.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird.
Things that boss sauce. Rhyming is dumb.
What?
That's, remember he was like, you're a B-A-U. I just read that.
Oh.
Mark Henry, because whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mark Henry.
Whatever. But what we did get out of that is that they're starting a program with Rusev and Reigns.
Yes.
And Reigns has a new vest.
I like it, sort of. I kind of hate it, but I kind of like it. It's
whatever. I have no feelings about it.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
I
like that it's different. I like that it's different.
Somebody tweeted, they said, I really just envision Roman having a, like, multicolored, like, rainbow, like, vest in his closet, and I think that's really funny. I think this is a smart program for them. I think it pushes Rusev. It like makes Reigns work for the crowd appreciation a little bit more.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about whatever the fuck Lana was wearing. Her hair was more done up than it was done for her actual wedding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She looked insane. That was literally one of the ugliest wedding dresses I've ever seen.
Her fake one, you mean? That she wore in the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like... Ugh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I really like
Shining
this.
Stars and the Golden Truth, because that's something we have to watch. That's the worst part of the show. Don't defend this at all.
No, I was going to talk about Roman some more, actually.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was just moving on, because I pulled up a list.
No, I was going to say that I think that this is a great move for them with Roman, because mid-card is how you build a star. Like, that is how fucking trash possum Dean Ambrose became a star. Like, he worked his ass off in the mid-card, and people were like, why isn't he in the main card? This makes no sense. Like, this is how Rock got over. He started in the mid-card. This is how Stone Cold got over.
Yeah, because when they tried to push him right away, everyone was like, no.
Exactly, and like...
Rocky Maivia.
Oh, God. So, I hope that this means that they're, like, starting to think critically about the way that it really does matter how your fans react. And, like, I felt sad for you because if he gets cheers, what is it, 3 months in a row, right? Then you have to buy him a pizza?
If he is over if he is, like, over at the year mark of us talking about that tweet or making this bet, then one of us I have to buy him a pizza if people still hate him.
Right. And the benchmark of that is 3 months of cheering after he wins at a pay-per-view.
I don't care. I think we just, like, decided that you're going to be the one that decides who's over.
Okay, that's fair. I think I can
here's
be
the thing.
objective.
I never really envisioned him being put to the mid card. So now I feel pretty fucked.
Yeah.
I meant in my head I was like in the main title picture. I didn't even anticipate the mid card. I'm pretty fucked.
Yeah. And I don't think that Michael did either, and I think that he's just gonna get lucky.
Dick.
Yeah. Well,
we didn't say it had to be in the main picture. We didn't have any caveats.
I know. That's true.
Biggie's dick's all messed up. That's what happened.
That is what happened. That looked very painful, and
the club messed up his dick.
Yeah, I hope it's not broken.
That can happen. People who
happen.
Erin has firsthand experience. Dicks can break.
They can break. They can break in 2 places sometimes.
Oh my God, Erin! Be careful, everybody. That's a story we're not sharing.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh my God. Yeah. So Biggie's dick is broken and Erin has broken a dick is what we're taking away from that.
I'm not going to argue that is... I did not break it. I just happened to be very present when it was broken.
What do you think of the Titus O'Neil cheating to defeat Darren Young?
I think it's a little weird. I didn't really anticipate it, but Darren is a babyface, so...
But, like, isn't Titus a babyface?
Yeah, but Titus also got suspended for touching Vince McMahon, so now, whatever, who cares?
My favorite part about it is how when I liked their interaction at the end when Titus left and Darren was like, really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Seriously? And Titus was like, what? Whoever said he was great. And then the thing in the back where Backlund just backlined on Titus and was just yelling and stuff, and he was like, I'm about to beat your old ass, and Darren was like, you don't talk to my mentor that way. I like that. To bring the Bob Backlund-ness out of Darren Young is to threaten Bob Backlund. And then he just turns into Bob Backlund. It's like a weird loop. I do like it. I think this has potential if they build it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it needs to eventually end with a belt of some kind, but I think that we have time for that, and that's good. Maybe that'll happen at the next crossover pay-per-view. I don't know, but I like it so far.
Cesaro and Sheamus, I thought it was a good actual match. They're good wrestlers. There was, no reason for them to be really wrestling, but sometimes you just need a match to fill a spot, and I would rather have
I'd rather see
good
Cesaro.
Match,
yeah.
Than, boop-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink-a-dink. We had Finn Balor and what's his name? Seth Rollins. I was staring at a picture of him and I was like,
Cruella DeVille.
God, what is your name? They had some promos.
I really liked it. I thought it was great. They did a really good job.
Yeah.
I love when they started to fight that Finn just turned into a full-on anime character and was like, "Wah, no, absolutely not. Back kick, Pele to the face," which Michael Cole kept calling an overhead kick. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, Michael Cole is bad at his job.
That's true. He is bad at his job.
Well, he's bad at the part of his job that's calling wrestling.
Yeah, that's true. Training other people to call wrestling? He's great at it.
Didn't Rollins then face Sami Zayn?
Yes.
That was a really good match.
That was a very good match. I like, too, that they, kind of hinted at them in Ring of Honor, too.
Yeah.
I
Kevin
like that
Owens
they're...
brought up a bunch of, independent stuff, too. Mm-hmm. He just said the word independent, but, they were throwing that shit around all night.
They say independent. They say belt, which has been banned for a decade. They call people professional wrestlers now, which is bananas.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff means a lot. That they are relaxing those kind of rules is indicative of change happening at a much higher level than it has before. And, this doesn't seem to be just, a total, curve on us at some point. It really seems like they're relaxing some of these standards that are holding them back.
When they bring up Bayley, they need to bring up Bayley in almost the exact same way they're bringing up Sammy.
Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. Bayley said the same thing in her interview with Jericho. Her character works because you have to learn to care about her.
Right. And that's kind of how I think how Sami Zayn's character works.
Right.
And I think they're doing a good job. He had a couple pushes, he's had a couple good big wins, but now he has to build up and he's doing the prove himself stuff.
Right.
And he lost last night, but he looked really good.
Right, exactly.
And then 2 weeks into the brand split, we already got an invasion.
Yep. Well, sort of. He's technically a free agent.
No, he's not. Randy Orton is on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of Heath Slater, not of Randy Orton.
No, Heath Slater got beat by Jinder Mahal because, like, whatever.
He's back, P.S.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
If Heath Slater is just, like, the guy that helps bring back old people, sure, whatever.
That's what it kind of seems like
Tonight,
his job
he's
is.
probably bringing back Shelton Benjamin, let's be real.
Yeah, you're probably
He's
right.
probably doing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that when it happened. I mean, it, like, surprised the fuck out of me because, hello, that was totally out of nowhere. But I didn't even think about the fact that Randy Orton shouldn't be there. That's part of the problem with this brand split is that, like, I can't...
Because it's only been 2 weeks. You haven't gotten used to the roster yet.
Last night I was like, where the fuck is AJ Styles? Oh, yeah.
That's what Nick said, too. He's like, where's AJ? And I was like, he's on SmackDown. He'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
so it's, like, weird to get used to it. Speaking of people who are on shows that they shouldn't be, that's not what we were really talking about, but I'm going to bring it up. Paige needs to be transferred over to SmackDown. She's not going to be used on Raw, and I feel like she could lend better to the women's division on SmackDown and give it more credibility.
Well, I mean, I can see that argument, but I also want to give that division a little bit more time before I
and maybe I'll change
aspersions upon it. It's only been 1 week.
Yeah, and I mean we'll talk about it once we actually watch it, obviously. But
I'm hoping for some twisted bliss tonight.
Yeah, but like if they're gonna bring in, say, a tag championship to SmackDown,
that's hard for you to say.
Yeah,
Can you say a tag championship?
Maybe not. Anyway, if they bring in a women's tag championship again, I feel like Paige would be better suited to be in that picture than she would into the singles right now. Like, they're just not using her in the singles division at all. And, like, especially if they're going to bring Bayley up. I doubt they would put Bayley in a tag team, so, there's going to be that space for her open, too.
That's fair.
So, we'll see.
I don't know. I thought it was really good. I hope, it's never going to be a perfect show because it's 3 fucking hours long, but it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like Mick Foley, like, attempting to look good in a suit, but it's, like, still looking like a schlubby man.
He looks like a lounge singer.
I just, like, I know this is going to be, like, really mean, but I like watching Mick Foley walk around. Like, I know it's, like, very hard for him to walk, and it, like, is painful. Every, like, breath he takes is super painful, but, like, there's something, like, super endearing about, like, a shumbly, like, a old Mick Foley. I don't know. I love Mick Foley.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Whatever Stephanie McMahon was wearing was a mistake, though.
Yes.
It was like she just went into chinos and was like, sure, I'll take one of each of these. It's not good. Steph kills it on fashion a lot, but no.
Yeah, sometimes.
No.
Sometimes it's not good.
Stephanie, no! Back to your regularly scheduled programming. I watched ROH, but you did not.
I did not. I heard that this match was amazing, though.
Okay, so here's how it happened. They set up last week, we're gonna have the whole hour for Jay Lethal and Kyle O'Reilly. But then Adam Cole and the Bullet Club come out and beat the shit out of Kyle O'Reilly. They put his arm in a chair, and then they take another chair. Adam Cole takes another chair and beats the chair, so like his arm looks like it's like dislocating. And then Nigel McGuinness is like, "Get out of here, Bullet Club! Shoo, shoo, shoo!" Oh my god, that just made me think of this awful thing that happened at work today. Could I tell you?
Yes.
So I'm sitting. The shoo, shoo, shoo part is made me think of it. I'm sitting in the kitchen because that's where I work, and I just keep hearing this like squeak, squeak, squeak.
Oh no.
Squeak, 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 but like really tiny and sad. And I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Like, you just assumed it was like some weird alley noise. And then in my head, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, I know what that noise is. Oh my god, there is a mouse or a rat, and it is caught in a fucking trap. Mm-hmm. Because we have like, it's an old firehouse. There's some holes, and sometimes like animals get in. Like, it's a problem, but like whatever happens.
This is Chicago.
And my bosses bought inhumane traps. Which, whatever. My one boss today was like, I live on a farm. You get used to this stuff. And I was like, I don't live on a farm?
Yeah.
So no. But I like went upstairs and he was in a meeting and I like went to the girl who is like the assistant type thing. And I was like, hey, are you doing anything right now? And she was like, no. And I was like, are you like afraid of things? And she was like, what? And I was like, I just need you to stand there while I look under this with a flashlight. Because A, I'm afraid something's going to jump at my face. And B, I'm really scared and sad. And she was like, okay. And then we look, and we can't see anything. And then I shine a flashlight, and it is the tiniest little baby mouse.
Oh, no.
And it's, like, trying to get away.
No.
And it's on this little trap. Oh, my God, it's so sad. And then my boss gets out of his meeting, and then I, like, am holding, like, I'm, like, holding onto the stairwell, like, looking at it with puppy dog eyes. And he was like, what? And I was like, there's a mouse in the mouse trap, and it's dying. He was like, oh, great. And I was like, will you go get it? He was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he kept making jokes about it. And I was like, I'm going to work up here, okay? Like, I felt so, he was just like totally oblivious. And he was like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. I work at a farm. And he made jokes about like eating it. And I was like, I'm so sad right now. I'm literally crying right now. It was just so little. I'm the type of person that, like, I'm not a vegetarian even though, like, I should be. But, like, I'm the person who will, like, capture a spider and, like, put it outside. Like, there's this little baby mouse just dying. I wish it had been a giant rat so I wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah.
But it was, like, a baby mouse. Because rats are smarter than mice, and they avoid those traps into this dumb little mouse. So Nigel McGuinness shooed the Bullet Club away with little mice. Little mice. I'm so upset.
Oh my God.
I'm so sad. I should really be a vegetarian.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What are we talking about?
So Nigel McGuinness.
Nigel McGuinness is like, oh, I'm so sick of the Bullet Club's antics. They were ruining everything. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. So they're gone. I'm using air quotes because the Bullet Club is never gone.
Never.
And Kyle O'Reilly's in back, and they're taping him up, and they're like, Bobby Fish is like, no, you can't wrestle. Like, it'll be fine. We'll get you another title match. And he's like, no, I can't. I have to wrestle. So they bring out, like, the matches that are on standby. So then it's, like, Cheeseburger and, like, half of War Machine. Like, they're, like, it's not the Tribunal. That's in TNA. It used to be All Night Express, but now it's like their political one. The Cabinet. The Cabinet wrestles. Yes. Like, they're fine matches, but, like, the whole show and commentary is, like, what's going to happen? Like, they do fake outs where Nigel McGuinness is like, what? Okay, I'll come to the back. And so, like, the whole show is just, like, building up this anticipation. Like, what's going to happen? Like, it's still going to happen. Like, as somebody who watches wrestling, it's going to happen. But they're totally face-turning Jay Lethal.
Really?
Hardcore. Jay Lethal comes out, and then Kyle O'Reilly's like, I want to fight. And Jay Lethal's like, you don't have to do this. I will give you another match whenever you want. Like, you shouldn't do this. I don't want to be the one responsible for taking away your career. And honestly, ever since Global Wars, he's kind of been, like, slowly creeping towards face.
That's true.
And this was the episode where I was like, he's becoming, like, a face.
Yeah. Cool.
And then, like, throughout the whole, it was a really good match. Throughout the whole match, he was like, Jay Lethal, like, Kyle O'Reilly was, like, he's a very, like, physical wrestler, and he was, like, switching his arms, but then, like, he would get just hit to the mat, and he would, like, freak out, and there were many times where, like, Jay Lethal would tell the ref to, like, check on him, and, like, it was, like, a really psychologically, like, it wasn't the best, like, technical match because there wasn't a lot of wrestling happening. Right. Like, there was good moments. They're both phenomenal wrestlers, whatever. I'm coming around pretty hard on Jay Lethal. But the, like, psychology of it was super good. And then Jay Lethal wins because, like, Kyle O'Reilly's dying, essentially. Yeah. But the Bullet Club comes out and starts causing shenanigans, starts fucking, they hit Jay Lethal out of the ring, and then they basically, like, the Young Bucks do their, like, their tandem move that, like, looks super...
The Meltzer driver?
Yeah. They do that, and then Nigel McGuinness just freaks out, and he's like, Adam Cole, you said that Kyle O'Reilly will never get a chance at the belt as long as you're in Ring of Honor. And, well, as long as I'm in Ring of Honor, you will never, ever face for the championship ever again. And Adam Cole's like, what? And the Young Bucks are like, what? And it ended on this, like, crazy moment.
Awesome.
It was, like, a really good episode. And the, like, other wrestling was good, but it was, like, that through storyline and the tension and the, like, payoff and the, like, cliffhanger. It's, like, it's really interesting. I really like it.
Legit. Cool.
So you watched TNA?
I did watch TNA. I really liked it.
Yeah, TNA rules, Erin.
Every single segment, I was like, I care about all of this.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. Like, I mean, I watch TNA semi-regularly, but, like, this was the first episode I've watched where I was, like, beginning to end, I'm invested in all of this and, like, happy with all of it. Even the stuff that I was, like, weirded out and confused by, I was like, I'm still kind of into this, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It's the first time I've literally ever cared about James Storm, also, which was super weird. And I was like,
yeah.
oh my god. So great.
I'm just, because I don't really feel like editing the podcast this week, I'm going to take a moment. Erin's going to talk. It's going to get loud in here because I'm going to open some windows because it's getting fucking hot on this porch.
It's getting real
so you're
hot
gonna
on this
hear
porch.
some cicadas. It's going to be Erin and Stella on cicada party.
No, Broken Matt Hardy.
Broken Matt Hardy
That's
and Jeff Hardy doing their whole thing.
Yes.
And then fucking EC3 comes out because he's going to face Matt Hardy in the next round. And then fucking Matt Hardy and EC3 just have like a weird facial expression off.
And EC3 also talks in a terrible British accent, which is beautiful and wonderful.
Said, Matt Hardy, you knew I'd come.
Yes.
And then they just like chomp their teeth at each other.
Yes.
Like you could hear it in the mic, like
I know, and I love that Broken Matt Hardy was like, I'll bite you. I'll bite you.
It was, and then he fucking did bite him. In the match, he bit EC3 so hard that he was bleeding from his face and had to have a Band-Aid put on his face.
Which looked ridiculous.
It looked insane.
Yes.
That was a good match, but then like Rebby Hardy started to get involved and she threw the hammer, which got thrown out, but then Jeff Hardy threw the hammer into the middle of the ring and it was unclear whether or not he was throwing it to Matt or to EC3. Mm-hmm. EC3 wins because like Matt Hardy doesn't need to face for the title right now, and EC3 has his whole deal going on. Mm-hmm. It felt a little bit like when Brie Bella was Nikki's like bitch.
Yeah.
But then like slowly like started to get back on Nikki's side.
Yeah.
It is kind of feeling like that where Jeff is like maybe like psychologically he's becoming like he's, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's brainwashed.
Didn't you think it was weird that Jeff Hardy was mouthing his like obsolete lyrics?
Was he? I didn't even notice.
Jeff Hardy is criminally bad at like when he does like the lip singing a lot.
Yeah.
And he did it to his new little obsolete song. Obsolete. I love the way that Rebby Hardy says obsolete. Obsolete. So there was that. Mm-hmm. And then we had the James Storm. I'm just going out of order. I'm just going off the top of my head, off the top of my dome.
Yeah.
We had James Storm. Well, we had fucking Eli Drake with his, like, what did James Storm call him? His Thunder from Down Under outfit.
Yes. He looked like a fucking Chippendales dancer.
His Fact of Life TV show. And James Storm just, like, being like, hey.
Let's drink some beer.
Let's drink some beer. And then Eli Drake being like, my body is a temple. I drink water. And then James Storm just kicks the water jug. Water sucks.
So great.
So they're in a program together.
So hard.
They're in a program together, and they're gonna fight. I think at Bound for Glory for the King of the Mountain Championship.
Yep.
They have a good back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It works really well.
I really liked it. It was the most I've ever cared about James Storm. I
want a dummy button.
Dummy, yeah.
When I say dummy, you say yeah. Dummy, yeah. Not you guys, just me.
Talking
Dummy,
to myself.
yeah. I just love it. I can't believe how hard I've come around on Eli Drake.
I know, it's great. Basically, ever since that match with Odark the Great, where we got to see his ass, I was like, I'm on board.
Great. I'm on board. Sure.
Okay. He's a great King of the Mountain title holder. I'm fine.
Really is.
I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. Bobby Lashley said that he's coming for all of the singles titles.
All the singles titles.
We're going to see him versus King of the Mountain at some point, which I assume will still be Eli Drake, but I don't know. So that's also very exciting.
Moose had his in-ring debut. He was just like a jobber match, which is fine. Like, whatever. That was his first in-ring debut. I don't know how much I'm loving Moose on TNA. I love Moose on TNA because I love Moose, but his character is like so like angry guy, which I know that's been Moose's character in the past, but like I don't know, whenever I see him on the indies, he's like half angry guy, half like kind of fun guy, so like whatever. I know this is his premiere and we have like
we got a lot of time.
We have a lot of time. And I like how I like his back and forth with Mike Bennett, and I love Mike Bennett.
Yeah. I love that Mike Bennett is sort of like his sidekick manager, and Maria is like his sidekick manager, and Moose is like the muscle for them. Like, I like that it's like a group where everybody kind of like shares responsibilities with each other too. I think that they're a good like faction. That is working for me.
So we had Madison Rayne versus Gail Kim in Gail Kim's first match to like she has to go through everybody on the roster, which is not that many people. But
yeah, it's like 6 people.
Gail Kim obviously wins.
Yeah, obviously.
Know. Sorry, Madison Rayne, you're not Queen Bee anymore. But I thought Madison looked really good in the match.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not like a huge fan of Madison Rayne's, but like I watched it with Mike, and he made a good point that like her character has grown so much over the last like 10 years. Like, she used to just be a Barbie doll, and now she like has purpose and is like, I'm just here to win and I just want to be good. And like, I like that. It like makes me like her a lot more to think about her in that context too. And like, she's not the best wrestler, but like, they put on a great match, and they had a like, I enjoyed watching it, so I'm glad.
Yeah. Grado and Shira can't afford Tyrus anymore. And Shira is real fired up, and Grado is real confused.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's
so there's
that's
that.
a thing.
It had Monsters Ball with the Bromans and Decay.
That was nuts. Holy
the Bromans look fucking strong.
Oh my god.
Like, I know they're like actually strong, but like,
which one's the dark haired one?
Robbie E.
Robbie E. Fucking taking that backdrop onto that barbed wire. I was like, no one else except Abyss ever goes onto these damn barbed wire planks. Why does he bring them out? Oh, fuck! Like, oh, that's why.
I love the shot with Robbie E. and Janice, and he just like had like a crazy maniacal look in his face, and he's like, "Can I do this?" Ugh. It was pretty like...
It was a bonkers match.
It was good. And I like the Bromans a lot, so I like, even though that they lost, because it was for the titles, like I kind of figured that they were going to lose, I like that they looked really strong.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, DJ Z fought Bobby Lashley for the X Division title.
That's right.
And DJ Z was like, I care a lot about the X Division, and you're just a big bully. I'm going to get you. And he like tried to.
Yeah. You can have any match you want. I choose a ladder match. Okay.
I love that he kept throwing ladders in the ring, and Bobby Lashley just kept throwing them out.
Yep.
He was like,
you're
going to have to fight me before you can do this, dummy.
Yep.
It was a good match for somebody, like, you knew he was going to lose. You knew that it was going to be, like, an uphill battle, but, like, it played that storyline really well.
Yeah, I agree. And it makes Bobby Lashley look super dominant. And then it was after that he cut the promo about how he was coming for all the singles titles. That's right. That's right.
I know we're skipping over the Rosemary part. I want to talk about that in depth. But so the final match was Drew Galloway versus Mike Bennett for the is the next qualification match for Bound for Glory. Right. Mike Bennett is a squirrely dude. Obviously, that's like his whole deal. So at the end, at the beginning, Drew Galloway comes out and then Moose beats the shit out of him before the bell rings, and then they get into the match and Drew doesn't give up. So Drew's like, "Sure, I'll still fight." So then it's Mike Bennett like fighting and being kind of squirrely, and Drew Galloway rallies because Drew Galloway's Drew Galloway.
That's what he does.
And then Moose tries to get involved again, and then Maria gets involved, and then EC3 comes out because he's like, I'm a good guy, I'm going to help Drew. And
crazy Band-Aid.
Yeah, weird Band-Aid on his face. And in true, like, to their storyline, because this keeps happening, he tried to hit Moose or Mike Bennett, one of the two, with a kendo stick, and he just wails on Drew Galloway, and Drew Galloway loses.
Yep.
EC3's face, after he realizes that he hit Drew Galloway, was like, how does this keep happening to me? Why? He looked like so disappointed and sad. EC3 is so good. So it's going to be EC3 and Mike Bennett in the last match, and then whoever wins that match is going to fight Bobby Lashley at Bound for Glory.
Right.
So
awesome.
I'm assuming it's going to be Mike Bennett so that Moose can get involved, because they're trying to build a program for Moose and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
That's what I'm assuming. Just because, like, storyline-wise, that makes sense, and it would make sense for there to be like a Drew Galloway revenge match with EC3, because I bet Drew Galloway gets involved, fucks up EC3's match, so that they have like a stop fucking up my match.
Right. Yeah. That works.
So, what did you think about all the Rosemary stuff?
I found it sort of fascinating. I thought it was really weird. I wish they had cast an actual child.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been a lot more creepy. And
it would have worked better.
It would have been way more effective if they had cast a child. Although, I think it sort of worked for Rosemary, because it is really weird and creepy that she was
just her like talking about her cat and her fake dead brother, and she's talking to a tree. It's like a weird,
and she like slowly gets more and more crazy looking, and like her hair gets more fucked up, and she starts to wear a lot of makeup. And it's
I appreciate Rosemary's commitment to everything, because like that's part of the reason why Rosemary stuff works, is because she's super committed to it. I like that Bram is just like, I'm here because I want to fuck you. I don't actually care about any of your stories.
That stuff with him was honestly the most I've ever tolerated him. Like, straight up. Like,
You really don't think he's hot?
no, I don't think he's attractive.
God, I think he's
at
so
all.
hot. And every time I
He does
see him,
rock
I'm just
a
like...
very good man bun.
every time I see him, I'm so conflicted because I'm like, I know that you're a trash human, but I do like your wrestling style, and I do think you're hot, and I hate this about wrestling because I know that you suck.
Yeah.
But I see you every week, so, like, it's hard. You sometimes forget, but then you're like, fuck, no, you suck.
Yeah.
But you're so hot. It's weird. I kind of hated it at first. I kind of really hated it at first because I was like, oh, is this just a thing now? We're just going to do like different final deletions. Is this like a thing?
Yeah,
but then I was like, okay,
it's noticeably different.
Yeah, it was like, okay, well, maybe this is your thing. Fine.
Yeah.
This can be your thing. Your weird promos and
Yeah.
your weird video packages. Everyone can have a weird backstory. Fine. So at least you're like crafting an identity. I do really like Rosemary. I am reserving judgment on this whole story until I see the payoff. Because, like, I do like Rosemary with Decay a lot. I like them together a lot. I hope it all comes together neatly.
Yeah.
Whether or not it will. I really, 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 really hope they're not working to a rape story. Because it feels like they're working to a rape story.
Definitely feels like we're about to get a rape story. That's definitely the vibe I was getting.
I'm really hoping it's something ridiculous like her cat came back from the dead or something. Like, I really hope they cannot be that tone deaf to do a rape story, and that's why she's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm very scared about it.
Yep. That was literally the first thing that I thought when she was like,
hope
I
it's
brought
that
you
she
here
finds
because of
her,
this.
like, I hope she finds Montgomery's body. I hope, like, it's anything other than a fucking rape story.
Yeah.
Because it would be inappropriate, period, but then extra inappropriate that she's bringing her lover to her rape spot.
Yeah, super inappropriate.
It's weird.
Yeah, it would be very gross.
So, like...
So, I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment until I see the end.
I want to be on board with it because I really, really like Rosemary. And I like that TNA is trying to do something different. I don't necessarily like it yet. It grew on me during the hour because it, like, at least was consistent.
Yeah, after the second half of the video package, I was like, okay, I kind of get where you're going with this now, and it's purposefully weird, sort of in a final deletion way. Like, that seems, like you said, I think they're sort of,
it's like on brand for Rosemary.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I kind of enjoyed that, and I do like knowing the backstory, but yeah, I'd like, if this payoff is that she was involved in some kind of, like, demonic gang rape, like, I'm not into that. I do not know.
So I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I love TNA!
Yeah.
ROH and TNA are doing good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Erin doesn't remember either of these things.
Yeah,
so
barely.
It's just going to be me recapping, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them today because that's just what I do. I wait till the end to watch these things.
Yeah, I'm trying. Part of it is that I normally do that, and then lately, the last couple weeks,
I smell weird.
Whatever. It's hot. The last couple of weeks, I've been watching them like as they air live, and now I like a week later
So
can
weird.
barely remember it. Yeah,
Watching things live, uncomfortable. Oh, swinging all the way back to the beginning, we didn't talk about that Lucha Underground is coming back in September.
fucking September. What in the hot shit? Like, we had like a year and a half between the first and second season, and now we get like 6 weeks. Like, what the fuck?
Whatever, I'm happy. I don't care.
I mean, I want to see more Lucha. Like, I'm okay if that's how they run their seasons, like with 6-week gaps in between. That's totally fine. Though, I feel like that's going to mean that they're going to have to redo some of their contracts. Like, if people signed contracts saying that they can't be on television anywhere else while Lucha is airing, and it never stops airing now, like, then that's like not a reasonable thing to be able to sign people who have like New Japan contracts.
That's true. That's totally true.
So it'll be interesting to see how that changes if after this. But they haven't started filming season 4 yet, so I wonder if there'll be a bigger.
Well, and this
gap
one is
after
super
that.
long, so
Yeah.
like I think maybe they're just like let's just start airing it. We have it. It's the most popular show in El Rey, so why wouldn't we air it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right away. So, you know, and it's like kind of a baller move to just be like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do
true.
this.
That's
So,
true.
I think that's kind of dope. So the opening of NXT is Blake and Murphy being like, "We're both good,"
Yes.
And everyone being like, nah.
Are you?
Like, well, I'm better than you. No, but I'm better than you. I'm going to go fight Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, fine. I'm going to go fight Ibushi. We're going to win.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Neither of them won.
But, okay, I don't like Blake. Not into Blake at all. He's the one that fought Nakamura.
He has the blonde hair?
He's the one that fought Nakamura. He's the not Australian one that fought Nakamura.
Right. Murphy fought Nakamura the week before that, okay?
Yes.
So
I know, but I'm just saying, right now.
Yes.
I didn't care for that. I liked Nakamura, like, catching the kisses and smelling them and being like, this is gross, and, like, putting them out. That's funny. Nakamura's great. We all love Nakamura or whatever.
Yeah.
Blake is just like, I don't care. He's like white toast to me. I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler, but I just like...
He's like an okay wrestler. Buddy Murphy is the better wrestler.
That's true.
Buddy Murphy Ibushi match was really good.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was a really good match. I enjoyed that match a lot. And I think because I wasn't into the first week of CWC, I was kind of like, but I was like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
I'm happy that this happened. We got Billie Kay has all new music.
Yeah.
And has a whole new look. And her look is like, I'm a sexy widow, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I got. I was like, sweet, whatever. You're a widow. Other girls poison ivy. Sure.
Whatever. That's fine.
Like your gloves. I'm fine with this. I want you to succeed.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
I like that they're like slowly building the women's division up.
We haven't even fucking seen Ember Moon yet. She's been at house shows for months.
Yeah.
She was Athena.
I wish they would just
Indies.
fucking sign Santana. I really like Santana.
I like Santana a lot too. I don't really understand her gimmick. I like it, but I don't really get it.
I think her gimmick is just like, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. I don't know. Even out on the indies, though, I'm like, I don't understand.
She's like happy.
What your purpose is? Yeah, but it's
I
not
like
like
her
a
in the
Bailey.
ring.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like her in ring work.
Yes.
So I wish that they would sign her.
Oh, Nakamura's #1 contender. That's what William Regal said.
Yes.
Do you ever realize how big William Regal's hands are?
No.
When he shook Bailey's hand, I was like, holy shit. You have like a giant's hand. No. Why are your hands so big? I mean, Bobby did send me a Peen Watch picture of William Regal. So he was wearing like sweatpants, and I was like, whoa! Either that's a fold in the pants or we got a serious situation. And then I noticed his hands, and now all I can think about is William Regal's peen.
Well, I mean, whatever. William Regal can get it, so...
Yeah, when he shakes Bailey's hand, I was like, you're a monster.
William Regal's the best.
Bailey was like, I want Asuka at Brooklyn. I showed everybody that I like kick ass in Brooklyn. I want to win the title again in Brooklyn. I want her to win again. That would be so dope if she just won twice in a row at Brooklyn.
I want her to move up.
But they're not going to move her up right now. And if she's the first and only 2-time champion, and she's there for a little bit longer, I don't know.
The next round of call-ups from NXT is in September. And I want her to come up in September. I think that she's ready, and...
Well, then, why don't we just do, like, a quick back and forth so Bailey can have it on her record that she's the only 2-time women's champion, and then Asuka can take it back and be like, I'm Asuka.
And they can do, like, what they did with Sasha when she first came up and had it for, like, a month. I would be okay with that. If Bailey's second title reign was really short, I don't think it would really matter either.
No, I think it's more about the prestige of having the 2-time, the only female who has 2-time.
Right, exactly.
Unless, then, I guess, Asuka takes it back.
Yeah,
but somebody else could take it back. Somebody else could take it.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is going to take it.
Who's going to take it from Bailey? Who's going to take that rub?
I guess we'll just have two-time champions.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't know. They could be bringing in some people. They could do what they did with Blake and Murphy and just, like, right out the gate have somebody steal it.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
that's what they'll finally do with Ember Moon.
They could stand to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What if Eva comes back and snatches it?
Nah, Eva's on SmackDown right now.
I know, but what if they just are like, whatever, Eva, we don't give a fuck. You can just do whatever you want. Eva Marie!
God.
No Way Jose had a match, and then he had a promo where he was like, I'm a fun-loving guy and stuff, but I'm going to kill you, Austin Aries.
Yes. I liked it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn,
I'm excited
Jose.
for that match. I hope that match is saved for TakeOver.
Yeah, it feels like it's moving in that direction.
I think
TakeOver's not that long from now.
Yeah, I think Jose will go over, but I think that match will be really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think
because Austin Aries is a phenomenal fucking wrestler.
Yeah, he is, and he is there to do a job, and that is to put people over.
Yeah, they've already made him strong. They've already given him a couple good wins. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know he lost it to Nakamura, but like everyone's lost to Nakamura, so I don't feel like that's that big of a deal.
Right.
And then
that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, TM61 had some shit. They're good. Whatever.
Yeah, I like them.
And then Joe was like, I'm a whiny baby. My name's Joe, and nobody listens to me, and I had to do so much work, and Nakamura gets everything handed to him. Wah. And then Regal was like, you're going to fight or I'm going to fire you. Like, that's literally the only option you have. So, like, you can take your machismo bullshit and get out of my ring, or you can fight. And he was like, fine, I'll fight, whatever. And then Nakamura came out and was like, hi, look at my weird floppy arms. I'm a weirdo, but I'm not afraid of you. And then Joe was like, oh, God, damn it. And that's how it ended.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Nakamura will win?
I mean, I don't see why he would lose.
Yeah. And then Joe moves up in September?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I mean, like, there's literally no... And Joe is, like, no offense, like, kind of a useless, like, champion. Yeah. Like, Finn really, really, like, helped build the brand and, like, went on all these tours. And, like, it was important for Finn to lose the way he did and have him come up. And he's coming up so strong. But there's, like, literally no fucking reason for Joe to have the title.
All that he's doing is holding the title until Nakamura gets it.
Yeah.
And it's clear that that's what's happening. And, like, that's fine. Like, we all want Nakamura to have the title, so that's great. And I want to see Joe
Just give
up
us what we want.
Yeah, I want to see Joe up on the main roster.
And Joe probably wants the paycheck on the main roster.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
like, let's be real.
Yeah, for real. And
Joe probably wants to be with his, like, friends. He's friends with AJ. He's like, just let him do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Tomorrow night, Bobby Roode.
Yes. I'm excited. We finally get to see him.
I hope they give him... I get wanting to give people, like, squash matches to put them over, but I would like to see Bobby Roode in a real match.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't want a 30-second match. I want a fucking real match.
Unless he's gonna do a 30-second match and then cut some bomb-ass promo. I'm cool with that.
God, I fucking love Bobby Roode.
Yeah, it's gonna be
awesome.
awesome.
I didn't realize how much I miss seeing him wrestle, and I'm, like, really fucking excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited, too. I kind of hope he doesn't stay on NXT very long. I would like to see him up in the Cruiserweight division.
But he's, like, kind of big.
Kinda.
I'm gonna look up his stats while we talk about the Cruiserweights.
Yes!
Oh, my God. Sangway.
Hey.
Roode with 2 O's. Looking it up.
All right.
While we talk, Cruiserweight Classic. You forgot it. I'm trying to think of the order. Zack Sabre Jr. and a guy who's not Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. is so fucking good.
He is so fucking good.
I do get why people who are not used to Zack Sabre Jr. or who are used to CWC or Cruiserweights being like flippy flip guys. I love his mat technical style. I really like it. I like his schmarmy face. I like that he's got kind of like the weirdest, lankiest body, but like he's like, I don't care. He's just like the typical, like, he's like a English. I know that he probably didn't go to prep school, but like this is the stereotype. He seems like a little like English prep school boy who's like comes from a rich family and is like, I don't care. I'm good at everything. I'm the best.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I agree. And
Bobby Roode is 6 foot and 240 pounds.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's not a cruiserweight.
Oh, okay. Well, retracted then.
Retract!
Retract! Yeah, it's weird with Zack Sabre Jr. too. I feel like Full Sail knows him because they're indie smarks and appreciated it, but we're also like, oh, we can't do smarmy Mark Full Sail shit during his match because it's not that kind of match.
But they kind of did. They like chanted his name like how indie people chant his name.
Yeah, but like it was more like watching a Japanese crowd. Like it was very quiet a lot of times, but it wasn't bad, and it never felt like everyone was listless or bored or anything. It's just like very weird to see someone put Full Sail into that kind of like actually watching, paying attention to wrestling mode, which I like a lot. And like I love Zack Sabre Jr. What?
He fought. Who was the guy that he fought? I want to like put over everybody, but like I don't know who he fought because I like was only paying attention. I can name the winners of everything because like immediately know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like. So whatever. Zack Sabre Jr. won. He called himself Harry Potter isn't the only wizard from England.
I fucking hate that line.
It's fine. Whatever. Who cares?
So stupid.
I don't care. I'm trying to look. They won't let me. They're making it so complicated. Well, the next match was Drew Gulak and a Bollywood guy. The first one was Zack Sabre Jr. and a guy who fucked up his leg, but was in the WWE like a long time ago. And then the second one was Drew Gulak in his like weird military dress that I love, and a Bollywood guy. Right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think I'm right too. I was really impressed by that Bollywood guy.
Yeah, I thought they had a great match.
Yeah.
I love Drew Gulak.
I mean, I do too. How do you not love Drew Gulak?
Right, exactly. He's so good. And I wasn't totally expecting him to advance, and so I was excited.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to advance. As soon as they put him next to one of the Bollywood guys, I was like, yeah, you're going to advance.
Well, I mean, just from the original list.
Oh, okay,
I was not anticipating that he was going to wind up in the later rounds. Because, I mean, he's an indie guy. I don't imagine he's going to sign anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to sign anytime soon.
I don't know. There's some hard rumors that he's...
Yeah, but he's so Tyson Dukes was
Dukes,
who
that's right.
Zack Sabre Jr. fought, and
That's
then
right.
Harv Shearer, one of the Bollywood guys, is who Drew Gulak fought. I thought those were great.
Yeah.
I liked both of those matches. I thought they were very, very good.
Yeah, I agree.
Looking at this bracket. Anthony Bennett and Tony Nese.
Oh, yeah.
So Anthony Bennett was the one with the giant hair and the
the
glasses,
flat top, yeah.
and the glasses on the two. And Tony Nese was kind of like an Elias Sampson guy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I was like, are we the same? No? But he was a really heavy hitter.
Yeah, I liked him.
That wasn't my favorite match of the night, but I enjoyed it.
It was my least favorite of all.
It was my least favorite, but it was fine.
Uh-huh.
I liked that there was some brevity in it. This fucking match was crazy. The Brian Kendrick match and the Raul Mendoza match.
Yes.
That match was intense.
It was really good, and
lots of good psychology in that one.
I'm not really a big Brian Kendrick fan, but that was a great match, and I really enjoyed watching it. And even outside of how I feel about him,
right.
I will never forgive him for not training Eva Marie.
Well, he tried.
I know. It's not his fault, and I'm aware of that, but I will never forgive him.
I will never forgive him. Well, you gotta forgive him. He tried.
Nope. He gave me hope when there should not have been hope.
Yeah, he did give us hope. He gave us a lot of hope, and he really, really shit the bed on that one.
Yeah.
He really, really shit the bed on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking guy.
Yeah.
But he won. That moment when he took Mendoza's mouth and put it on the rope and then kicked it.
Yeah.
And then his braces fucking cut up his mouth and he was bleeding for the rest of the match.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that. I liked that guy's Mendoza's rally after that too. So he was coming back hard. It totally looked like he did the Tree of Woe. It looked like he was gonna win. And I was like, good. I kind of was excited. I was like, good. I'm glad that somebody that we don't know is going to go over. And then of course he didn't, but it was still a good up and down.
Yeah.
And I liked how Daniel Bryan was on commentary and was like, come on Bryan. And Mauro Ranallo was like, well, we're unbiased here at the commentators. And Daniel Bryan was like, you might be unbiased. I'm not unbiased. I have a lot of opinion. I like that.
Yeah.
The Cruiserweight Classic I'm enjoying more each week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Next week is the final first round, and we're going to get Ciampa and Gargano.
Yep. Who do you think's going to win?
Ciampa.
I think you're right. They both have full-time contracts, though.
But I still think it's going to be Ciampa.
Yeah. He just seems like such a crazy person that whoever finally beats him will get a big rub, more so than they would from Johnny.
Well, it will be whoever wins in the Ciampa or Johnny match is going to go up against TJ Perkins. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But it's going to be Drew Gulak versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I know. And I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that one.
I don't know either.
Also, if you send us spoilers, we will block you. Just going
to
put that out there.
I can't believe Ibushi and Cedric Alexander are going to fight
I know.
so soon.
Poor Cedric.
I mean, that's going to be a great match. Can't be that mad about it.
Yeah. I want them both to move on.
We all want the same thing. I don't know. I'm coming around on the CWC. I like it. I like just watching good wrestling.
And I like that
you just have to be in the mood to watch wrestling.
It's in a finite amount of time too. It's not like it's gonna go on indefinitely. It has an end date, and we're working towards a goal too, which I like. Right. And we'll get to see some of these people on Raw, which is nice. And they showed a bunch of clips of all the people who had been signed when they announced it on Raw, the Cruiserweight division coming soon. And so I was like, oh, okay, so it's just going to be all these people that you've signed now who are all going to be up here. So I'm into that too. I think that'll be cool. I hope that means that Ibushi's only in NXT for a hot second. Yeah, I hope that. I just want them to sign Cedric too, and I just want what I want. Yeah. I just want what I want. We're going to go watch SmackDown now. Yes, we are. Bye.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
Up until... Why?
I don't understand.
Why are we pushing Dolph Ziggler?
I don't understand. I feel like maybe it's because, like, people know that he's a good wrestler, and, like, Dean is obviously not gonna drop the title to him, but it, like, we'll put him over. It's gonna be a good match, but...
like, why are we putting him over Bray? Like, every time there's a chance for Bray to have, like, a fresh start and become the monster that he's supposed to be, like... Yeah. Him coming on SmackDown and his weird swamp dreads, and like there's literally no reason for Dolph Ziggler to be getting a push. I mean, I guess some people like him, but I feel like really?
Yeah. Over Bray, like I don't know. I don't get it.
I feel so shitty because we were like, this is pretty fun. This is SmackDown, and then now we're just like, man.
Yeah. Well, other thing I found disappointing, there were no women's actual matches. I like the storyline setup. I think that it's smart. I think they need to establish that stuff, but I wish we could have actually seen some wrestling. That would have been nice.
True. I like Natty versus Carmella.
Yeah, I think it's a good place for both of them.
They both cut good promos.
Best promos either of them have ever cut.
Carmella needs to figure out a way to get over in this crowd, because they don't, like, she was over with Enzo and Cass, so when Enzo and Cass left NXT, she was over, and then Bayley helped put her over more. She's not carrying that over to SmackDown, which is a little problematic.
Yeah.
But, so hopefully if we get some good matches between, like, her and Natty, like, people will go over for her. And if she keeps cutting promos like that, I think that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I really am enjoying what they are doing with Eva Marie's character.
I agree. I completely agree with you.
It's kind of like a genius lean into it plan. Yeah. They're like, okay, everyone hates her. She is terrible at literally everything she's doing.
The two things that she's worst at are wrestling and speaking, and she's not doing either of those things.
And getting, like, an incredible amount of heat. Becky's face was hilarious.
Like, what the fuck?
Eva, like, feigning an injury. Hilarious. From just jumping off the ropes.
Yeah, but she did badly.
Well, she did badly because it hurt her. It's very painful to jump off ropes. Ropes are hard.
It's real hard. I love, too, that her entrance is so long. So she took her whole entrance and then was like, no. Can't wrestle.
And the, like, voiceover, I thought that was just gonna be the one time.
Oh no, that's her theme music now.
That's her theme music now. I kind of love it.
I love it too. I think it's great.
I mean, it's totally gonna be shattered the moment she starts to wrestle, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, we hate you. But it's
for right now,
kind of genius.
Yeah, lean into that gimmick. It's the only way I'm gonna like her. I don't want to hear her speak. I don't want to see her wrestle.
I'm terribly disappointed we didn't get any Twisted Bliss or Naomi.
Yeah.
But if they have a feud, I think I might throw up from excitement.
Yeah, that would be super exciting.
There's that. Apollo Crews is getting a push for the Intercontinental title.
Apollo Crews?
Oh, I'm sorry, Apollo Creed.
Yes, Apollo Creed, that's right.
The Miz called him Apollo Creed.
No, Daniel Bryan called him.
Oh, Daniel Bryan did?
Yes.
Okay. Full disclosure, I was taking the cat litter out.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes you gotta change the cat box while you're watching wrestling, okay?
That's true.
Oh, I didn't know Daniel Bryan called him that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what you get for ripping off of a name.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what you get.
That's true.
Is that it?
Apollo Crews is the #1 contender for
Yeah, I just said that. The Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I get so distracted by Apollo
Dean
Creed.
hates sitting and hates microphones.
Yes, he does. That interview with Renee was hilarious. She was like, okay, I guess we're standing. It was so funny because he stood up and was clearly taller, and she stood up and was like the same height. So I think what happened was she slid up for her chair and was like, there's a reason that we sit.
There is a reason that we sit. That's really, really funny. Randy Orton got F5'd.
Yes.
Fandango and Tyler Breeze look fly as fuck.
Always. 100% of the time.
David Otunga is learning how to do his job.
He's all right.
He's doing okay.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
A little corny.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Byron Saxton is very corny.
Yeah, but Byron is kind of like David Otunga is now, and then Byron found his, like, weird voice. So, I mean, I love Byron Saxton on commentary. But he had a rocky start.
Yeah.
I feel like we're forgetting something. Oh, Kalisto and Baron Corbin are going to have a thing, I guess.
Yeah, that was during that #1 contenders thing.
That's whatever.
Yeah. that's fine, I guess.
Whatever. It was just I thought it was just a fun show. Oh, AJ and Cena talked forever. We fast forward through like 90% of it. It was just like too much. We like all knew what was going to happen. You're going to have a match at SummerSlam. You hate each other. You think that you deserve to be here. You're the face that runs the place, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We fast forwarded through the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. No, that's not true. We tried to watch most of it, and then we're just like zoned out. Yeah. Let's look at Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't know this, Hillary has like sick merch.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's really impressive, actually.
You want a Hillary Clinton koozie that says Chillery Clinton? You can get it. You want a Hillary Clinton champagne flute? You can get it. You want a Hillary Clinton Yas Hillary shirt? You can get it.
With a picture of her from like the fucking 70s. It's beautiful.
It's so good.
I love it. I want this shirt.
Hillary has got some sick merch.
Yeah, it's great. There's some good pins. If you like pins,
yeah, enamel pins, and then there's buttons.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's great. I'm
Bitch
really
is
impressed.
legit.
Mm-hmm. Bitch is legit.
Bitch is legit. Hillary 2016. I did see a really funny meme. I tweeted it. Like, it's a picture, I think, of Nene Leakes. I don't know. I don't watch those shows, so but I think it's her.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of like the H, and it just says, "I guess I'm with her," and it's her just rolling her eyes. I think it's very funny.
Yeah.
Is that who it is? I don't watch those housewife shows.
Yes, that was Nene Leakes.
Okay, I don't watch those housewife shows.
I don't really either. She was on an episode of Raw. That's the only reason I remember her.
I do watch EJNYC and the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. So
That's
like,
right. I knew you watched that.
And I love Toad Steves. Like,
I mean, I watched
Let's Be For Reals,
Treehouse Masters, and American Ninja Warrior, and
we're fundamentally different people.
American Grit.
We are different
I like
people.
Home design reality television.
You wear a headband. You wear a bandana like that, and I wear it in like a cute pinup way.
Oh yeah, I wear it like I'm a housewife who needs to do some dishes, and I have my hair out of my face.
Yeah,
not fancy.
We are different.
It's true. We are different.
But you know what's the same? We're both tired.
Yeah, we're very tired. So, yeah, SmackDown was good.
Let's just wrap this up.
Okay. Outro.
Let's just go into the outro. Fuck it. I don't feel like doing a music fade. Okay. Pretend there's a music. Here, I'll be Eva Marie. Bwamp, bwamp. She's the most beautiful. She's the most dynamic. Bwamp, bwamp. Da, da, da. That's the music transition.
We did look for that music and couldn't find it earlier. So.
Yeah, I tried to find the one with the voiceover and it did not work. Okay,
we have some questions. I have to open them, but we have some. Okay.
We do get a new rating, but not a new review. So whoever gave us a 5-star rating, thank you. But we do love reviews, so please go review us on iTunes. Thank you so much.
All right, so we got a couple questions from Lady J. Thoughts on the Bram Rosemary story vignettes? Please reference our TNA section to hear about all of our thoughts about this. The opening segment of Raw. Please reference our segment about Raw to hear all of our thoughts about the opening segment. And her new Roman Reigns shirt, which she says she's just kidding about, but I don't care. I actually really like her new Roman Reigns shirt. It's the gray one with the like Roman Reigns fist on it. It's one of the 2 shirts I find acceptable, and one of 2 shirts I bought for Michael because I was like, you will not be wearing anything else other than approved Roman Reigns gear. So I approve of your shirt, Lady J.
I'm happy that you're happy.
This one was also supposed to be a joke. It's from Michael Heavy Arms 59. If one doesn't get hyped, how is one able to stay hyped?
Mushrooms?
Yes, correct. That's the right answer. He also asked about the G1 watch and what our thoughts are for so far.
And I don't watch New Japan.
Yeah, and the IWC says it's not as good as last year. I would agree that it's not as good as last year. There are some really good stuff. Naito and Yano Toro had a really good match. I do love Naito. Yeah, they had a great match.
Send me that match.
Okay, I will. I will try to find it. Okada's been getting his ass kicked all tournament, which has been kind of great. I don't know. I haven't been following it as closely. I've just been sort of picking out stuff that I've heard is very good. I said before that I would post the list of stuff that I watch once the tournament is over. Okay. Just for people who want to catch up.
On the Tumblr?
Yeah, so it will be unhelpful to all of you who are watching it in real time, but for people who want to go back and watch stuff who do not normally watch New Japan, we'll have that up on the Tumblr later.
Me?
Yes, like you. Dan Pierce asked a question. He deleted it, but I liked it so much that I took a screenshot of it. So.
Why did he delete it?
I don't know.
Sorry, Dan.
Are there any wrestlers who, if they're on a show, will make you not want to watch or attend?
attend.
Yeah, like if somebody was listed on a live show, is there someone that you would not want to go see?
Yeah, but I would still go see it because there would probably, my hatred of these people would outweigh my desire to see other people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, like, I fucking hate Ryback, but I've gone to WWE pay-per-views with Ryback on it.
If Ryback was headlining an AAW show, would you skip it?
But AAW does a lot of really good other stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, I like AAW headline matches, but they're never my favorite ones.
If Ryback was the main person on a freelance show, though, you would not go.
Yeah, because freelance shows are always on the dates of my burlesque shows.
Yeah, that's true.
The freelance is starting to do outdoor shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, check that out. I really hope that I'm available to go see one of those because I think
nice.
that sounds like a lot of fun. And they showed some pictures of the last one, and it looked really, really fun.
That's good because I just don't like Bottom Down Lounge for wrestling.
It's just called Bottom Lounge.
Oh, well, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna double down on Bottom Down Lounge. This doesn't even make sense.
You're done.
It's just not a good venue for it. Like, I liked it the one time that we saw it, but it can only fit like 100 people. Like, it's just not practical.
It's a small promotion.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head.
I can't think of if there's somebody who I like find like
detestable,
like revolting. Like I don't want to like participate in it at all. I'm sure there is somebody. I'm sure it will pop into my brain.
Yeah, like I don't want to see Bram, but like Bram's never gonna headline anything, so that doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. If we think of anything else, we will report back next week. And if any of you guys have people who, like, hard no, will not watch something, will not attend an event.
But, like, you can always go to a show and then leave during that match and be like, I'm going to go have a cigarette. Yeah. I don't smoke. Or I'm going to go fix my lipstick. I do wear lipstick.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good question, though. Like, who are people that you walk away from if they're performing? Like, even if they're wrestling in a good match, you're like, ugh, I don't give a fuck about this.
I mean, that would be Dolph Ziggler for you, right?
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler. I just will walk out of the room. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else. Even Marie, like, she was on the NXT shows that I went to, and I just sat down. And I was like, everyone else can stand during her entrance. I'm not gonna do that. So I can conscientiously object to people who are on the shows, but I don't, like, not go to stuff because of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Urgency.
You can find us on iTunes, where you should rate, review, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Because it makes us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Mm-hmm. You can find us at CageSideSeats.com. And while you're there, you should click on their links and stuff because they're cool. And if you listen to their podcast, Cage Side Live, I will be a guest on it next Tuesday.
Awesome.
So
you can find...
hear me and Gino get into an on-air fight, maybe.
For sure.
Because he's going to be like, well, you muted my thing. And I'll be like, no, I just don't know what to do, and you're a butthole.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Correct.
I did not actively mute your thing.
Whatever. It's fine. If you want to email us for questions or to just tell us that we're awesome, that's great too. You can do that at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
You can find our Tumblr at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com, and I'm trying to be a little bit more active on it.
Oh, you're way more active.
And if you want to see our Batman versus Superman drinking game and want to have a liver die on you, then feel free to play it.
Yeah. Good luck. I think that's all. Anything else to pimp? Anything going on?
Not really. No.
No shows coming up?
I guess if you're in town and you want to see Bling in the Ring, it's going to be August 13th at Uptown Underground. I will be premiering my Brie Mode burlesque number. So if you want to see that train wreck, please come see it.
Perfect.
Do love me some Brie Mode.
All right, great. Awesome.
I don't know why. I'm officially a member of the Bella Army, I think.
Yeah, you are. You own more Brie gear than anyone else. You are in the Bella Army.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, god damn it. Peace, jabronis.
FABULOUS. Yes, diamonds on my neck. Yes, I'm fabulous. They keep hating on me, I don't stress. Don't got time for this, 'cause I'm fabulous.
lot in here.
It was fine for like a little bit, and then it was just like not okay.
Hit it well hard.
Cicada party.
Cicadas.
Hey, it's Flo, and this is my impression of a politician. I believe in the people, and their cars, and progressive, and the fact that you, yes, you can plug in Snapshot to save even more money for being a good driver. I also believe in Sasquatch, but more as a joke, but also kind of seriously.
Safe drivers save with Snapshot from Progressive.
I approve of this message, and Sasquatch, if you are real, you can totally be my running mate.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Snapshot not available in all states.